Hey everyone, Saturnstales here, back with more tips for the PSP game Gladiator Begins. Today I'm going to show you some strategic ways to use skills instead of just spamming one single skill over and over. There are ways you can use skills to more effectively fight. The usage of Punisher or Headbutt after using the powerful Rockbreaker attack knocks enemies further off balance and severely damages pinned enemies. Both these moves are so fast that they might as well be a third Rockbreaker strike. Only the most skilled or desperate enemies will be able to deflect Punisher or Headbutt. If you find that you're having a hard time hitting the enemy, use a charged attack to ensure that they can't parry, and if they dodge, then immediately use Headbutt. Very few enemies are able to avoid a Headbutt used in this fashion. Pinned gladiators even less so. Using Swift Shot alone can be tricky, since you run around before landing the blow. You may end up getting hurt. But by using Jump Thrust first, you put the enemy in a perfect position to be struck by Swift Shot. The shield style double thrust can be used with single sword as well, and using it moves you to the right. This allows Sideswipe to complement the attack, which moves you to the left. Together, it allows you to gracefully damage the foe and keep them in front of you more easily. Double Bash is a great move, and Bowling complements the attack well. It might as well be a third strike on Double Bash. If you find that an enemy is parrying a lot, if you manage to get in a Rock Breaker, use Shield Ram immediately after using Rock Breaker to prevent them from parrying and throwing you off balance. This combo is similar to the one with Sideswipe, only it uses Edge instead. Not as graceful, but with the addition of an unblockable attack, also an attack that complements Double Thrust, makes for a great combo that's hard to break. Both moves are similar, but Medea's Double Claw moves you forward more. Use it first to put you in better range to use the Rapid Fury attack. This combo is similar to the other ones that use Sideswipe, but this setup can be used with two swords, allowing you to gracefully damage the foe and keep enemies in your line of vision. Twin Fang moves in the reverse direction of Sting. Both are fast, but Twin Fang is an unblockable attack. On a pinned foe, this combo can be brutal, as Sting is hard to parry. Similar to the Sideswipe combos, only this setup is for Pugilists and doesn't use Sideswipe. Knuckle Hook is the only attack that complements the brutal left piston's ability. Sometimes it might be better to start with Knuckle Hook instead of left pistons because of how far your character leans when using left pistons. Thanks for watching everyone, and before I leave today, I want to leave you guys with a question. Now, I've already done a full walkthrough of Gladiator Begins. Would you guys still want to see a Let's Play where I actually discuss the game as I play it? Now, if I do this, I definitely make sure I'd play the game differently. I only did one ending for the walkthrough, so if I did this, I'd definitely make sure to do another ending instead. Let me know in the comments if you're interested in this idea. Until next time, I'm Saturnstales. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Saturnstales here. I'm here to talk about equipment weight in the video game Gladiator Begins. Now this is something that I've got a lot of questions on, and I can kind of see why. The manual really doesn't explain it very well. It really doesn't explain it at all. To me it seems kind of self-explanatory, but I don't know. Maybe some people are confused because in the prequel game, Colosseum Road to Freedom, weight had the purpose of making how long your armor stayed on you and how long your weapons stayed on you, but at the same time, it also limited how much you could equip. In this game, I found it only limits how much you can equip depending on your strength level. But some people still think that it might actually have a purpose. So today, we're actually going to do some tests to see if this is still true. Okay, I have here two versions of the same shield. The first shield has the middle stat, the stamina stat, reduced to 3, while it has the weight limit boosted to 99. The second shield has the stamina stat boosted to 99, while it has the weight limit reduced to 3. We're going to see which one of these shields do better against the opponent Istros will be facing. So let's start with the one where the weight limit is at 3 and start the match. Now for this first one, I'm not going to be fighting back, just to see how long the shield will stay on me before I drop it. And that, my friends, is why you should always wear a safety helmet when you're fighting the demon. But let's see if the shield with high weight lasts any longer than that one did. And that was the shield with the high weight, and that really didn't seem to do any better. We'll do this again. I'm getting destroyed here. Let's change back to the high stamina, low weight shield. Did you see how the shield was glowing yellow and then glowing red before it fell off? That was an indication that the shield was actually taking the damage in that time. It wasn't doing that with the high weight, low stamina shield. That proves that the middle stat is the stat that is actually allowing it to absorb the damage. Because I was boosting the weight to the max and it wasn't really doing anything. And there's another reason to consider why low weight is the best way to go. The game encourages you to replay the game. It has higher difficulties. It has more equipment. So if you're smart, you'll craft strong equipment that you can use as soon as you start the higher difficulties. Not until you're strong enough, as soon as you start. I liken it to Kevlar armor. Kevlar armor is prized for its light weight, but its strength. The Kevlar armor is the armor that policemen and military forces use. You want to think that way. You want your armor to be strong, but you also want it to be lightweight, so you can use it right out the gate as soon as you start despair mode. Until next time, I'm Saturnstales. Thanks for watching. Hey guys, Saturnstales here. I was making a video on skills, but before I do that, I wanted to make a video on something else that relates to it. It's called the Easy Combinations option, which I refer to as EC. It can have a great effect on how you play the game and use your skills, so it's important to know the benefits and downsides of using it. The game begins with the option turned on. What EC does, it allows all your skills to chain together into one long combo. You will continuously use both regular attacks and skills associated with the buttons you press interchangeably until you run out of stamina or stop pressing buttons. The benefits of this is it allows you to create a rapid and powerful offense very easily. However, the downside of using it, you can't use basic attacks very easily, and your stamina will drain very quickly. Using basic attacks is sometimes necessary in order to remove certain pieces of armor, and this option will make that very hard to do. That said, I found that the Pugilist style benefits most with EC turned on. Since the Pugilist style lacks range and power, it has to make up for it with speed and ferocity. The style can't afford to be put on the defensive since it lacks defense. My suggestion is that when playing the Pugilist style, turn EC on. Turning EC off allows for more tactical play. After playing the game for a while, I found that this is the best way to go for most styles. It allows you to conserve your stamina for special skills, while still maintaining your offense with rapid basic attacks, as you can recover stamina while still using basic attacks. Also, it's easier to remove bits of armor with EC turned off, such as Gladiator's Manica. You can still use skills by holding down the L button, but with EC turned off, you won't accidentally waste stamina. Characters wielding spears can make great use of EC turned off. They can keep foes at a distance by constantly jabbing at them with basic attacks, and choose when to implement a strong skill. So as you can see, turning it on allows for more aggressive offensive gameplay, while turning it off allows for more tactical defensive gameplay. The choice is yours, but know that there is a benefit to turning it off. I'm Saturnstales. Thanks for watching. Saturnstales here with more tips for the PSP game Gladiator Begins. This time I'm here to finish that preview of all styles in the game. Each style has benefits and downsides, of course, but some might not be as obvious as others. I'll discuss the benefits of each style so you can increase your effectiveness in combat. His attacks are very quick, flamboyant, and have good reach. The speed at which he attacks allows you to activate skills more quickly. His charged up attack is a slam attack, so it requires you to be a little close. Nemesis attacks are very good, but her O attack button is a bit slower than the basic spear style. There are two benefits to using her style. Her defense is slightly better due to how she handles her shield, and her charged up attack is very good. It has very good reach, and it's very direct, giving you even more defense at long range. Calidus's hammer attacks have good reach, but they're slow and they lack finesse. The true benefit to using his style is his square button shield jab, which is extremely quick, while his charged up attack also has very good reach. But his style is best used by using skills for the majority of your offense, while adding the square attack in between your main offensive skills. His O attack button is a thrust, so he has good reach for a sword user. His attacks are very quick. Because his basic attacks end much faster than Pugilist, he can activate skills faster, increasing your ferocity. His charged up attack is also very powerful. Sextus's attacks are very accurate and direct, excellent for use with a spear. His defense is also better than the default style, since he keeps his shield in front of him when he attacks. His charged up attack allows him to crouch behind his shield and charge, so you can use this to absorb damage and counterattack at the same time. However, the damage it causes can be frustrating if your shield is weak. Be careful when using his triangle attack with a spear. It may overshoot your foe if you're too close. Flamma's attacks have wide reach if a bit slow. His triangle attack is very unique. He swings his weapon over his head, which can be useful if your weapon is long. His charged up attack is great for stunning enemies. Her attacks are very quick and very acrobatic for the shield style, so using this style will give you an edge on speed while having good defense. Her charged up attack is good for knocking opponents off balance. Ursus's attacks are fast, unorthodox, and acrobatic. His triangle attack has excellent reach, and his charge up attack also has excellent reach. It allows him to leap forward and slam down his swords. Hori's attacks are fast like Ursus, but are much lower to the ground. Also like Ursus, his triangle attack has good reach, but it lacks power since he only uses one sword instead of two. His charge up attack is also great for evading head strikes and attacking the legs. I've been wanting to talk about this one. The true benefit to using Danos' style is in the way he holds his weapons. He holds his axes in front of his body while keeping his body further away from the foe, making it more likely that his axes will take the damage. This provides him better defense than the average dual sword style, making up for his lack of armor. It's the same for his charged up attack. He puts his axes in front of him before spinning forward with both axes. This charged up attack has great reach. Danos' basic attacks are good and don't have much weaknesses. The majority of his attacks are just fast jabs. After using the X button, Danos retreats slightly, so you can use this to play range games with your opponent. However, this attack is also in the default two-sword style. Medea's attacks are fast and acrobatic. Her triangle attack is similar to the cross-cutter technique. As such, by itself it can be very powerful. Her charged up attack is good for slamming opponents down to the ground. Spartoi's O attack is fast, but it lacks reach, while his square attack has a little bit better reach. His triangle attack is a fist version of the cross-cutter attack. As such, it can also be very powerful by itself. His charged up attack is a leap forward and then a powerful haymaker slam. Spartoi's attacks lack finesse, but they seem to have better reach than the average Pugilist style. And with that, we have covered every style in the game. This is Saturnstales, and as always, thanks for watching. Hey everyone, Saturnstales here. Today I'm going to be discussing the prefix and nickname system in Gladiator Begins. The prefix nickname system in this game is designed to make satisfying the crowd easier. What nicknames do is they give you a specific way to fight, or a specific set of weapons or armor to fight with. Fighting in that way that satisfies your nickname will make the crowd happier. Having a nickname is optional. You can beat the game without having a nickname or satisfying the crowd, so long as you win. But nicknames help you satisfy the crowd, which helps you earn more money, which allows you to rank up faster and pay off your debt, which puts you one step closer to freedom so you can buy more. Not to mention, satisfying the crowd gives you access to an adrenaline rush, which allows you to use your skills rapidly. You can tell if you're matching your nickname if you see it appear on the top right screen. You can earn more nicknames by fighting in a certain way that would match the nickname you want for at least 3 matches. So experiment with different weapons and armor. Let's start with the prefix category. The first category of prefixes are what I call birth prefixes. These are prefixes that indicate where your gladiator was born. This is what choosing a homeland does at the beginning of the game. You can use it to get a cheap crowd boost, but it's not that effective. And if your gladiator wasn't born at the prefix that you choose, you get no boost at all. Color prefixes are active when you wear a full set of armor that has the same color as your prefix. Now, the name of the color doesn't have to be on your armor. For example, the Mars set of equipment can qualify for the golden nickname, but it doesn't have golden in its name. The Hell's prefix only works when you wear equipment that's designed as a skull. Danos' helmet does not count for this prefix. Stat prefixes. These prefixes activate when you meet the statistic requirements. For example, the rampaging prefix requires low accuracy and relentless attacks. The best way to activate that nickname is to just keep using Rockbreaker. This prefix benefits beginners well. What this prefix does is it makes the crowd easier to please, a much more lenient evaluation of your performance. But only if you participated in less than 25 shows. Any more shows than that, and the prefix becomes useless. Character nicknames. These nicknames only work when you wear the exact armor set worn by that character and use their skill. They cannot be combined with prefixes. Style nicknames. They only work when you use the exact style and your appropriate level to use it. If you unlock the nickname for that style, then you're probably the right level. Weapon nicknames. These only work if you use the weapons that match them. Animal nicknames. These nicknames only work if you wear a specific animal helmet and use a certain skill. Similar to character nicknames, but they can be combined with prefixes. Cactus. This unique nickname only works when you use equipment that has a lot of spikes on it or anything that has spike in its name. Generitus goes by this nickname, and his shield suits it well. Cold-blooded. This cool nickname only works when you have a lizard-style helmet. Beggar Gladiator. I think I might have been the first one in America to discover this nickname. I discovered it by accident by just messing around. To satisfy this nickname, you have to enter combat with no weapon at all, and you have to win by beating the enemy with the items that they drop. It's quite a challenge to fight that way. The good thing is, you can still wear armor while going by this nickname. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. This is Saturnstales. See you next time.